Hello, welcome once again to this channel. Let's continue with our questions. Question number 7B of just ended June 2023 was the question paper. So given that the point P, which is 3, 5, and Q negative 5, 7 on a Cartesian plane such that RXY is the midpoint of PQ, you have to find the equation of the line that passes through the point R and is perpendicular to what? PQ. So let's see. So let's just say we have a point P and what? Q, with each point on the plane to be 3, 5, negative 5, and what? 7. They said the midpoint of this, let's label that to be R. And that is also have each coordinate to be X what? Y. Now, we know that to find the midpoint, if I'm looking for midpoint of X, Y, which is this, it is equidistant from P and what? Q. Therefore, this will be the x1 plus the x2 divided by 2. We add the 2 x coordinate divided by 2 to give you the first coordinate of R. Then y1 plus y2 divided by 2 will also give me the coordinate. So the x is equal to this arithmetic and the y also equals to this. So if I am to label this as my x1, y1, x2, y2, then right away I can find the coordinate of R as equals to x1, which is 3 plus what? Negative 5. So I'll be having 3 plus negative 5 divided by 2. Then I'll be going for y1, which will be 5, y2, which will be 7. So 5 plus 7 also divided by what? 2. That will give us the coordinate of R. I believe this is going to be 3 minus 5. That will be negative 2. So we're having negative 2 over 2. 5 plus 7 will be 6, 12 over 2. So in performing this, we are going to have negative 1 and 6 as the coordinate of what? R, meaning the x is minus 1 and the y is what? 6. So we have found the coordinate. But in this case, the question is not asking for the coordinate, but we need it. We are looking for equation of any line that is passing through R. It could pass here, it could pass here, but they say the line is what? Perpendicular. Perpendicular to the PQ. So it means the line is passing through this place. If it is perpendicular, then it forms an angle of what? 90 there. We know that to find equation of this line, I need the point at which it cuts PQ. I need that point, and the point is negative 1 what? 6. Then I also need the gradient of this line before I can be able to find the equation. I will know that if two lines are perpendicular, the gradient of one is the negative reciprocal of other, or the product of their gradient give us what? A negative 1. So for me to get this gradient, I need to know the gradient of the line PQ. So right away, I'm going to find gradient of the line PQ, which we know is going to be y2 minus y1 over what? x2 minus what? x1. It could be y1 minus y2 and x1 minus x2. Still maintaining the same designation, x1, y1. I'll be picking my 7 minus y1 which will be 5, divided by x2, where that will be negative 5 minus x1, that will be 3. So in this case, I'll be having a positive 2 divided by a negative 8. This has a common factor, so our gradient, let me use m1. m1 is going to be 1 over a negative 4, since 2 can go into itself 1 and go into negative 8 4 times. Now we are saying that the gradient of 1, let me use this one to be gradient 2 and gradient 1. The gradient of one of them is a negative reciprocal of the other. That simply means the gradient of this perpendicular line is equal to a negative reciprocal of what? The first one. Or the product of their gradient must give us a negative 1. So if this is what I'm looking for, I can say that this negative 1 over m1, which is going to be negative 1 over 4. The whole of m1 is negative 1 over 4. So this will occupy this place. You know, this 4 will go up to multiply. And if it does, it will become 4 over 1. And the negative will cancel. And that simply means that I'll be having 4. The value of the second gradient will be 4. So since we know these 2 points now, we can easily find the equation, which we know that the equation of a line is in the standard form as y minus y1 equals to gradient x minus what? x1, where our y1, x1 are the point at which the line is passing. The m is the gradient. So let me do substitution. We are going to have y minus y1, which will be 6, equals to 4, which is our gradient. X minus what? x1, that will be minus 1. So y minus 6 equals to 4x plus 1. Negative will now cancel. Y minus 6 will still be equal to 4 times x will be 4x. 4 times 1 will be what? 4. What next? We are going to either send this away so that we have the equation of a line having y starting, or we push all to this side to have it in the standard form. But we can have y equals to 4x plus 4, which is this. Then we are adding 6 to both sides. So plus what? 6. So from here, we are going to have y equals to 4x plus what? 10. So this is going to be the equation of the line that is passing through the point what? R, and is perpendicular to the line PQ. So before we can find the equation, we know we need the gradient and we need the point at which the line is passing. There's one of the points, and that is what we did. I believe the explanation is okay. Like, share, and comment. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. Bye.